Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy D-Wells in the building. And we're here for another episode of Little Chops right now. And I'm just sitting here in the cave, and I'm just thinking about, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I'm just watching certain videos. For instance, I'm looking at this free future type beat, chrome freestyle beat, trap style beat. And it has basically a bunch of typical Rolls Royce images. Future, he's in there rolling around in the back seat. He's rolling in the Jeep with the well, it's a Maybach, it's a Bentley, and it's fire. And he's wearing a blue fur, and looking future, fabulous, rapping through the flames and everything like that. So there are so many images right now that we subconsciously strive to be like. So, for instance, me, right? Come here, baby. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Come here, bushy. My boo, 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 boo. Hey, y'all say hi to Sunny. So, Sunny is so all over the place. She's ridiculous sometimes. And so, she doesn't know how to sit still. But, so the imagery. Me as a singer slash rapper, sometimes I'll get inside of one of my friends' videos and I'll be at a shoot or whatever, and the camera gets on me, and I'm throwing out signs and everything like a rapper, and I'm acting in these ways, and I'm behaving in certain type of things, and so what I'm saying as far as the subconsciousness of, hey baby, images that are being put inside of us every time we turn on the TV, every time we turn on the video, every time we turn on MTV, anytime we see a commercial, because the commercials now, they ain't nothing but little mini rap videos or, little resumes for the producers that are up and coming. Hey, I shot that video for Capri Suns. What? Capri Suns? Yeah, Capri Suns. Oh yeah, sales went up by 20% since that commercial aired, and so my biggest issue with the game is that the industry is selling imagery that is unattainable, and then the people that feel that they are chosen. I used to be one of these people that could attain these images where you're overlooking the city and there's a fire behind you, and you got 34th Street blocked off, and it's just your car rolling down 34th Street, and it's just eyes wide shut, or the Devil's Advocate, where it's nothing but you and your red carpet down 34th Avenue, and we have these delusions of grandeur sometimes, and it's very sad. It's quite trippy, and I'm sad for us. And I'm sad for the state of hip hop, and I'm sad for the state of music, because music has become so commercialized that it is actually trendy not to be woke. I've heard the president say several times in his word salad of speeches that he gives, but his new thing that he likes to say is that being woke is not cool, right? And so I challenge you and I say stay woke, because at the end of the day, they're hiding everything in plain sight. Everything from the war that we're getting involved in, and it's not even about war, it's about tariffs and oil, and or just all of these fake out things, and it's basically to not impeach a president that is more corrupt than, I'm saying, leaves have sprouted on trees. This guy is like the worst immoral person that one could ever imagine. And I don't want to spend too much time on him, because honestly, his time is coming. It does appear that the clock is ticking, and it's just a matter of time. And for that, I'm grateful, and I'm just going to leave it at that. But and the reason why these things are so important to me, very simply, is because so whatever amount of summers I have left, my kids have double that, and so they still have to be here. They still have to populate this planet. They still have to grow. They still have to solidify their own legacies and find their own way. But moving off of that, there's been a lot of legacy talk with me lately, and it's kind of important. And I just want to make sure that we're all thinking about that. Like, what happened when you was here? What did you do? Was your time meaningful? Did you say a bunch of bullshit? Did you wear some thongs and try to act cute for some likes, or did you get some likes for the right reasons and say, "Hey, look, I'm trying to make some change in my community, in my personal being, personal growth journey." There's so many people out there that are selling so many images. Come out, sit down. That's all I want you to sit down. I don't want a kiss. Nope. Just sit your ass down. Thank you. There is so much to an image, so much time consumption, so much premeditation, so much narcissistic right angle, right image, nonsensical bullshit that you it's unreal. And as a photographer and having specimens, actual specimens for people that know that they're going to be featured in a certain way, their attitudes which are warranted, but you'd be surprised to find out how disgusting of a human being that these people really are. It's kind of sad. It's you want to be a professional in the session that you're having for them, but at the same time, you're like, yo, this person is a real asshole, and I'm not sure if that's what you want to be. I know I don't want to be that. So I did see something today that was very interesting. Ray J he does the different podcasts and so on and so forth. And, like he's been doing a lot lately outside of, his sister's better judgment. Brandy is the first person to say to Ray J, sit your stupid ass down. Don't sing when you drinking. Stay off them cameras when you high. I'm sure that their parents, you know what I'm saying, Brandy's mom, whomever's in their life, like, yo, this guy is out of control because I can't remember his name. Forgive me, my dude. Man, I would love to even do your show one day. What's his name with the dreads? Not Shay Shay, the other football player. Anyway, for the Titans, what's his name? You know his name. At any rate, Ray J's latest trolling event was on his podcast, and his behavior and demeanor was very, to say the least, it was so zesty, and even the dude that was interviewing him was like, yo, SK, he was like, yo, this dude is trolling, and I felt the same way, like, yo, Ray J's got to be trolling because he's talking like. And so my new friends, the LGBT, blah, blah, blah. And what is wrong with being gay? And Ray J's talking like this. Kim Kardashian, Ray J. I hit it first. Ray J's talking like real soft and zesty. And it's just, so if I'm real and I'm looking at this, I'm like, yo, he's taking a lot of drugs, but not only is he taking a lot of drugs, but the booty bandits finally got him, which I want to be clear. I do believe that, the booty bandits are out there. I do believe that, I'm saying, the deeper you get into Hollywood and the music business, the closer you are to compromising your manhood. I'm from that subscription. I don't deny it. I actually have seen some stuff in my. I'm not Ithacus, but I definitely flew close to the sun, and I saw some crazy, and I went to some parties, and I'm not necessarily totally stoked about everything that I saw, and I'm not motivated to jump into the industry, to say the least. And I think that you, as an aspiring artist, should definitely be conscious to the things that you're going to come across when you do get into the industry, because it is not all that it appears to be. Your soul will get crushed. Your dreams will get crushed. Your hopes and dreams through morals and values will get completely compromised and then crushed, because I don't know what it is about success, but having an eccentric sex life comes with like a menage, a threesome. It's light. It's very light. Um, Doing a line of coke. Like me, I'm a 2 hitter, 3 hitter quitter with weed. Like I could barely even smoke. These motherfuckers is doing lines, ecstasy, shrooms, all kinds of stuff like you wouldn't believe, and it's like, nah, this is what it is, man. You a lightweight, or you the feds, or like, and it's like, now I'm just a guy that wants to sing a song and potentially keep my family. It's gonna be hard enough with just the bitches hollering at you on the reg because you're on the stage, but then you add, inebriation and incoherent thoughts and compromising situations and cute ass puppies, and the next thing you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody humping around but you. Right, Bobby? Right, Bobby? Booby, Booby? Give me kisses, you, but I got you. I got you, baby. You're such a bad little girl. Oh, my dog is so bad. She's so bad. She laid on me today, and she had to go to the bathroom, and I guess she was feeling lazy as I was, and she just laid on me and peed all the way through my pants, all the way through the bed, all the way through the mattress cover, all the way to the mattress. Dog piss. So I had to have a silent conversation offline, but don't do that no more, you crazy girl. Don't you do that no more. Very silly. You're very silly, but I love you anyway, and you're too cute for me to be angry for too long. I love you. I love you, baby. You're my sweetheart. So yeah, is Ray J gay? Probably. I think that Ray J is actually breaking us into his newfound thing, his excitement, his bullet point, his opportunity to stay relevant. And he's trying on new faces. But the unfortunate part is that even when he's doing these shows with with him and the other guy, where it's them and they're popping the balloons, and it's two of them, and it's a bunch of chicks, like 20 chicks, and it's even when he's with freaking Uskash Kushkash, and he's on those shows, and it's such an act and a character every single time, and I'm like, is this what it's like? Orlando Brown, that's what's on my Uskash Kushkash. First of all, Orlando Brown is faking. Y'all can say what y'all want. This nigga full of shit, and I'm telling you, he's just been kind of waiting for his opportunity to let the industry loosen up, and then he's gonna spill his whole truth. So if you think otherwise, you tripping. Orlando Brown might be a low-key genius to the level of the dude from Taxi, when he was in character the whole time, and he really was just that dude. Well, I think that we're looking at the likes of that particular type of skill level and commitment level, just in character and always on deck. So it's a scary time because, well, you know what I'm saying? My son is, he's 12 now, and my daughter had Instagram when she was 13. So that's coming. She had her first phone when she was 11, and Instagram by 13. She begged and fought, and so my son is going to have that next. And what if Orlando Brown becomes a person that intrigues him? And I don't have a problem with I'm saying, people that have an alternative lifestyle. It's fine with me. What I do have a problem with is the option of choice and it being removed from the people that are finding themselves. And I find myself with a son that is very intelligent, very smart, but also very sensitive and very impressionable. And so, saying, God forbid, saying I'm out of town trying to, prepare his home in another place, and he's there with his mom, and either I'm on deck or she's on deck. He gets the wrong influence or the wrong circumstance happens to him. Then what do you say? What do you do? Who do you blame? The teachers, the TV, the parents that were unavailable. It's a tough call. You know what I mean? And the imagery. You know what I'm saying? Like so. One of my favorite topics and a forever topic, what I'm saying? I'm bad dad, great father, what I'm saying? Like straight up, what I'm saying? I did a terrible job at fathering, but my love for my children and my desire to be in their lives and provide for them is unwithering, it won't fault. And no matter what light it's under, but you got the imagery of deadbeat dads and this constant barrage of niggas out there that's not taking care of their kids or not trying to be around. But what about the people that are? How do we fix that imagery? How do we say, what I'm saying, shouts out to all of the fathers that's trying, what I'm saying? And this is no shout out to Crystal, but what I'm saying, like, to the moms that's out of line, y'all need to get back in pocket. There should be and the same thing with fellas, but there should be just like there was a waiting to exhale party for when, what I'm saying, like when we broke up and everything like that, there should be a waiting to exhale party when you fucking up and you putting the children in harm's way. So if we want to really get into imagery, we got to talk about it for what it is, right? So imagery is, the house, the picket fence, the kids, the school, meeting the principal, the whole deal, but you playing your part to stay in that vision, not just finding fault in the other or trying to have a power trip, because the image of a relationship is supposed to be a man and woman, right? In today's unconventional world, it's a man, woman, it's a man and man, it's a man and a doll, it's a man and a fucking hamster, a woman and a fucking gerbil. I don't fucking know. It's retarded at this point. I respect your pronouns and everything like that, honestly, but I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Anything else, what I'm saying? You figure it out, you do it quietly, be a distraction to the people that are trying to follow, and don't make your situation such an earth-shattering movement because there are other things going on in the world besides your sexuality and your confusion. There are people starving. You can still go get something to eat at any given time. Now, if you're starving and gay, all right, let's sit down and let's talk about it. Let's get some food in you first, and then let's talk about, are you first of all gay, and why do you think you're gay, and let's go into the roots of it. Is it something that you've been feeling like? Because I think that there should be a rigorous interview with these folks, not just okay, you know what, you can go into the girls' bathroom, all right, this is how you feel. It's like, no, let's validate this, because a feeling is a feeling. I feel that I'm supposed to be rich. I feel that, I should be able to kill bad people. Really, like, I feel that they should go. And I feel that, anybody that's morally sound should be able to take on somebody that's not. But that's just not the case, and there aren't any laws that are protecting my freedom of speech to express this. That said, I don't feel that it's fair that agendas are pushed for the sake of numbers, for the sake of followers, for the sake of influence, when, in all honesty, your message could be more detrimental, but nobody looks at the moral connectivity to what they're doing versus the fame or the legacy of what they've done, if that makes sense. So I think that that's a dangerous thing, and so that's why I feel that, as far as the imagery of children and certain types of social standings, let's just call it that. I think that's not a thing that when you're old enough to drink, that's when you should be, a little bit younger than that, but 16, 17 is when y'all should. 15 is like, all right, cool. You got your driver's license. We can talk about this because your brain has formed enough and you can have a concrete conversation with some definitive ideas formulated in your head as a construct so that you can, start applying the wood and the vinyl and the electric and the wires, but you grow. So again, I go back to the imagery because this is just going to be one of many series that we talk about. But what we're feeding ourselves daily on the TV, on the radio, I've actually started, and I don't recommend that you do it. I say you do what you want to do, but there are lots of things out there. But as far as I go, now in the morning I listen to a little gospel, listen to a little positive, little self help. Midday, I might listen to some talk, and then on the way home, I might listen to some ratchet, what I'm saying, see what's going on the radio and everything like that. And at nighttime, I might listen to some slow jams, and at nighttime, I usually watch YouTube. I don't really watch TV, I watch a lot of YouTube. And then see what's happening in the world, seeing what's popping or whatever the case, seeing who's relevant, artist-wise, and things of that nature. I do believe that we need to be more focused in the structuring of the information that's being put into our heads. I do believe that we should be more cognizant of, the stuff that's influencing our kids, because being the father of kids with a 10-year difference in between them, I had the opportunity to watch something that was uncontrollable, whether it was in my reach or completely out of my reach, which was one of my children's insatiable appetite for the worst types of music, and also a certain type of legal habit that is okay in New York right now, that is that Christmas is on 420, and then the influence on the other. Life throws you curves, and you have to adjust to these fucking curves. Like, it's not even fair. It's fucking amazing, actually. Like, that we're all not fucking nuts, because, boy, like, the shit that life puts in front of us sometimes, it's wild, and it's highly irregular, man. It's you ever and now we're changing from imagery a little bit, just to talk in general. Like, you ever you ever spent all your money and had every bill in the world due like in 2 weeks, and had no idea what you were going to do to pay those bills, and somehow things were resolved? I'm not going to say it was done perfectly, but they didn't come get the car, they didn't turn off the lights, you didn't get any stickers on your doorstep, you know what I'm saying? Everything was cool, but you might be a little jittery for the next fucking eternity, because you're freaking shot in your brain, because get out of here, man. What are you doing? Go. Move. Jeez. She over there trying to get high. She drinking my beer. She's little. You ever been down to your last? Like, when's the last time? Then, let me ask you a question. On top of that, have you been down to your last, and then another 3 months later, for no undoing of your own, you've been down to your last again, and then you are in a cycle of unfortunate events, and this ethos that you lived in at one point has become this hovel of an existence, and you got your social medias that you can keep up in appearance, but at the same time, you're hurting deeply and quietly. but you're also trying to keep up with the appearance of what everybody's saying on TV, because this is what a real man's supposed to look like. Even if it's a fucking lie, it's a facade. And Hollywood, Bollywood, TV, cable, John, Paul, Peter, everybody follows the trend, as opposed to just saying, hey, a natural function of life, a natural situation that you're going to go to or go through is not just the highs, but the lows as well. And why is this imagery not being projected in a more constructive manner so that people have the opportunity? Oh, now all of a sudden, mental health is like a hot button for everybody. How many motherfuckers had to die before y'all figured this out? Before you say, yeah, I'm not crazy. I hear voices. I see numbers. There's loud sounds, or this is acute to me, or, you know what I'm saying, I see patterns, or whatever the fuck. Why are we so hooked into our image to the point where we know that we're dead wrong, yet we'll go down this disgusting path of degradation to another person? We'll humiliate them because we're insecure. You know what else I hate? Fucking liar. We're going to talk about lies in the future. Yeah, I want to really get into lies because, you know, some people lie for no fucking reason at all, just for to say, yo, I woke up this morning and, yo, for whatever reason, my piss smelled like strawberries. Haven't happened to you, son? Yo, that I'm special, right? Isn't that cool? Like, you ass munch fucknucker. Yo, like, so we're gonna address all of that, but that's where we're at today, man. It's all about the perception, right? Well, we'll go to part 2 on this one, but this is perception part 1. It's your boy D Wells in the building. I hope you're enjoying these talks with me as much as I'm enjoying them with you. This is one of the most favorite things that I do. Please like, subscribe, share. If you like the content, please send me some messages. Get interactive with me as I try to grow my audience. And, you know, I'll be here for you guys. We're going to talk, man. I'm going to talk to you on the treadmill. I want to talk to you while you're trying to go to sleep. I want to talk to you in those areas where it's not so busy, not so active, but you know what? You want to pass the time. I'm for that time. The chop, 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 little chops is for the times when, you know what, you're going through that tunnel and you need something to dull your mind so that you can get through it. I'm here for you for that. Let me entertain you. Let me enlighten you. It's your boy D Wells in the building. The little chops, the chop, chop, shop. This is Ransom TV. We'll get back at you.